Okay, so one day, me and my cousin she came over, she lived a few doors down from me, and we were playing in the basement, riding bikes, doing whatever. And we opened up one of the cabinets that were down there, and there was these magazines. So we opened them, and we were looking through them, and it just happened to be porn magazines. So we're curious, we're looking around, and I seen a guy giving a girl a head while eating out, however you want to put it. And I kind of let it slip that it's a good thing I did, but I told my cousin, I was like, oh, that's what me and Bruce do. And she just looked at me and she was like, what? So I re explained myself to her. And she sat me down. She was only a few years older than me, but she sat me down and told me, she's like, that's not right. He's not supposed to be touching you like that and all this other stuff. So we put the magazine back where it was, went over to her mom's house. We told her mom. Her mom then proceeded to call her grandma, which also lived right next door. So we were all talking. And then the next step was to call my mom and tell her. Well, we called, and my aunt was telling her that what her boyfriend was doing to me when he was watching me. Obviously, he was there at the time. Oh, I forgot to mention that he lived with us also. So she went and found him, and she asked him, "Hey, are you doing this? Blah blah blah." Obviously, his response was, "No, I would never do that," or something like that. And she told them that he wasn't doing it. She didn't believe me. So, I guess a couple days later, we're at school or whatever, and I get called into the principal's office. And I'm like scared. I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm a good student. I go to school every day. My bus is always early. So I go in, and there's this person here. At the time, I didn't know who it was, but it was from Child Services. And they're talking to me, asking me if anybody has ever touched me. And I'm like, yeah, everyone. People, we hold hands, people hug me, they touch my shoulder, stuff like that. They're like, no, not like that. And I was like, yeah. And then I started telling them about Bruce and then the game that we were playing. So they called my mom, and they said that he had to be gone. He could not be in the house. So So the people from Child Services didn't let me get on a school bus. They drove me home so they could check the house to make sure he was not there. He went to his mom's house, which doesn't make it any better because she lived off of the street that was connected to ours. So he was still extremely close. Um, but yeah, he wasn't allowed to stay there. And my mom was extremely upset. She believed, and probably still to this day, believes that I made it up because I didn't like him and I wanted him gone. Meanwhile, I loved him. He was awesome. I mean, yes, he wasn't my dad, but he was nice at the time. He did my homework, which I thought was pretty cool because what kid wants to do their homework? But I'm going to leave this segment here, and I will be making another one for you guys to finish this off.